Last night's victory for Senator Raphael Warnock in Georgia means Democrats may have pushed Georgia firmly blue. That's up for discussion, of course. That could have implications for the 2024 presidential election. And now that the midterms are completely behind us, presidential chatter amongst Republicans is picking up.
Our next guest has recently said that he is, quote, very seriously considering a 2024 presidential run. Let's bring in Republican Governor of Arkansas, Asa Hutchinson. Governor, great to have you with us today. So how seriously are you considering a run in 2024?
Well, I am, and for the reasons that we've had a great record in Arkansas, lowering taxes and creating businesses in the private sector, transforming state government. I've been in Congress. I look at the national level, and obviously I'm concerned about the border security issues that are failing in this administration. I'm concerned about the lack of consistent energy policy in our country, strength abroad. And so I come from the era of when I was a very young United States attorney in the Reagan administration. And today, we need to rely upon those principles more of our Republican Party to see us grow. So I am seriously considering it. You mentioned Georgia, though. I think Georgia is one that's ripe for Republican winning. You look at Governor Kemp and the constitutional officers, they all won. We did lose Herschel Walker last night. I'm grateful for his gracious concession speech and talking about our democracy. So there's plenty of opportunities for us. We just have to have candidates that can not only be conservative in a primary, but can also bring in independents and suburban voters during a general election and win. And we can do that when we stick to our principles.
You know, polls, it depends on what poll you're looking at, but obviously a lot of people know about the governor in Florida, DeSantis, and former President Trump as two of and the whole process can take someone like yourself, and those of us that follow politics have known about you for quite a while. But how do you take your name? How do you get the attention, other than appearing on programs like this? Is there a particular message you feel will resonate with people so that you start to get more attention as a potential candidate?
Well, I think it's common sense conservatism. And what I mean by that is a conservative that doesn't go about creating chaos every day, but solves problems, is consistent about the strength of America and the goodness of America. And that's the kind of leadership that we need, and I have demonstrated. Again, we'll wait and see what the future holds, but whenever you look at, we have one candidate in the race right now that's former President Donald Trump. Accomplished a great deal in his administration, but he's not the steady leadership that we need for our party or for the future. I think that's been demonstrated clearly by our loss in Georgia, by our loss in Arizona, the fact that we don't have control of the Senate. And so I think we have to move away from that to a consistent, optimistic message about America that goes back to Republicans once again leading an economy where they trust us and leading in solving the challenge of crime. And those are the things that we sell voters on. So that's a message I think works for me. I like the fact that we still can campaign in retail sense for president. If that's the case, where you can go to Iowa, New Hampshire, and they can get to know you, do some retail politics. So there's opportunities for candidates other than the former president that's in the race right now.
Governor, it sounds like your goal is to reunite the GOP as opposed to have it continue to be fractured. Is that true?
Well, it is true, I think, and we need to do it quickly. We're hurting right now in the sense that we had a greater opportunity than we were able to succeed in. It was a better environment. We should have done better. And whenever you look at Georgia, the lessons to me are, we have to do better in not just fighting early voting. Let's do better in winning early voting. And that's, to me, the solutions we need to look for. We can win. We just need to get back to bringing our party together as a country. And I compliment Herschel Walker. I mean, his words were healing last night. He very quickly stood up and he says, I don't have the votes. Our democracy is more important than me. The Constitution is more important than me. let's get in there and let's support America. That brings healing. It brings our party together. We've got to do that very quickly, so we will be ready for 2024.
All right, Governor Hutchinson, thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you. Good to be with you today.